glad to see you tuning in to this video. At the time that this was filmed, this day was January 1st, the day that I went back home in order to prepare for my trip to Senegal. So I actually leave for Senegal on the 3rd, but today is the 1st. I just have to drive back home so that I can pack my bags. If you can tell by the look on my face, I was really upset this day because I had to leave my cat for like the next 2 weeks. His name is Jasper, and I swear it's like he knew I was leaving because he was extra cuddly this day. But all in all, like, it's okay because I know he's being well taken care of at my Nana's house. So I had nothing to worry about. I was just really sad to leave him. It's my first time leaving him since I got him back in February, so I was just a little upset, but it's all good. So after I did my releasing ceremony, I actually had to head over to my mom's house because she was the one taking me back home to Blacksburg so that I could drive with the group down to Charlotte, which is where we're flying out from, in order to go to New York, and then from New York we'll be going to Dakar. So we actually had to drive about 4 hours back to where I live near my school. I have my own place near my campus, but that's where like literally all my clothes were, so we had to go back home. Even though I was a little bit upset that my car wasn't done, like, I'm really happy that I got to share this time riding back with my mom and my other siblings. I'm very grateful to her for all that she does for me. Good morning, you guys! So, today is the day that's right before the day that I travel. Yesterday was the 1st, so today's the 2nd, and it's good because today is actually the first new moon of the year. This morning I got up, I did my morning routine, and then I watched a new moon video. I personally do not do readings because I know I'm not qualified yet. Like, I'm only 19 years old. I've just been like really, I guess, like fully embracing spirituality and like even paying attention to like astrology and the moon cycles and like just everything like that, even like zodiacs. Like, I've only been embracing this stuff for about like 2 years at this point, so it's like I know I'm not qualified to do readings, but I do like to watch readings all the time for like new moons and like full moons. So I just watched a video from Miss Shika, and well, this is her channel, and then because it's a really good video, I know by the time I upload this the date will already be passed because it was literally today, but I still think it's really important to like watch what happened during the first week of the new year, because like she said, like all this stuff will weigh over into the whole like entire year. So if you weren't really intentional with this time, it'll still be really interesting to see like how you behave during this time, because like no matter what, the moon cycles are still affecting you. So like you can kind of see like how you may have done some of the stuff that she was talking about in the video without even realizing, because I know I've done that before, and it's just really cool, and it would just be like a good reflective work if you're someone who likes to reflect. Interesting because everything that she said like resonated with me so well, especially the point that she made about how everything that you've like, your manifestations are like coming to life like at like rocket speed, like it's already here, because that's so true. Like, I'm not sure if you watched like my first video, like my morning routine, but I have this book that I write my manifestations in, and I've literally been manifesting coming to a French-speaking nation since like 2020. Like, I always said I wanted to do it during my 2nd year of college. Like, it's always been something on my mind. So it's just crazy how I'm literally going to another country within the next couple days. And it's Africa at that. Like, I'm so happy. I really wanted the first country I visited to be Africa, so I'm just like really thankful for this time. But anyway, then another point I made was, when I start to feel anxiety, I will detach. I will recognize those emotions as separate from myself and let them go. Because oftentimes, well, this is like what she was saying in the video, but people, they see like anxiety and like all these kind of like negative emotions as bad things. But your emotions are literally up for interpretations. Your emotions don't even exist outside of your own self and your own like experiences. So I want to redefine the way that I view my emotions. So say I feel like some anxiety, I want to redefine that to feel excited instead, or something like that, where I just want to completely like, I want to recognize the emotion but I don't want to attach to it. So I'm really going to practice that because I am going to be in a different place. I've never been out the country, like I said, so it'll be a lot different for me, but I want to handle this with grace and handle this with intention. And I want to set those intentions now. So I said I will converse with people I don't know. I will converse with people I want to know. That point is for like here as well, like in school or just like in the community. I will let my creativity flourish. Like when I have a thought, I definitely want to take note of it, and I never want to like downplay my own ideas or my own thoughts because I know my thoughts are valuable. And I said if I'm feeling down or bad, I will always come back to myself and remind myself who I am. And this comes from the point that she made in the video about like home. The card that she had was there's no place like home. So like I always want to remind myself that home is within myself. Like all I have to do is center myself, get back to that silent place and remind myself who I am. And I can always find comfort in that. So I really wanted to write that down. And I said I would trust my own intuition, not my anxiety. Because sometimes I feel like when you get a bad feeling about something, right? You could say, oh, that's my intuition. But what if your bad feeling just stems from your anxiety because like you haven't done something, or like it's your first time doing something, or you're just not sure how it's going to end until you see like that emotion as intuition when it could just be some anxiety. So I really want to separate myself from anxiety and from fear and all those negative emotions, and just like if I have an emotion that I'm questioning about or feeling that I'm questioning, I want to make sure that it's justified. You know, I want to make sure it's not just fear-based. And if I do have my intuition, like if my intuition kicks in about something, of course I want to listen to myself, but I don't want it to be fear-based. And for the last note, I just said experience everything the way it is, show love to your Mother Earth, detach from negative emotions. So yeah, that's just really important points that I really want to like embrace in Senegal. I'm definitely going to be doing like some shadow work while I'm there if I have like downtime, just to like check in with myself and see how I'm feeling, you know, see if anything comes up. Like if I start to project some of my own opinions onto people, I really want to see where that comes from, and I really want to stop it because I know it's not healthy. And being in like an environment completely different from anything I've been in will really help me be more conscious of these things, because I'm just raw me, you know, like I don't know anything about the situation around me. So if I have a thought or a feeling before knowing what something actually is, then I know it's a projection. So pretty much if I have an opinion about anything, they're all projections because I have no proof. I've never been there, you know? So if I have like an opinion about something, that just comes from me. That's literally just me. So I think it'd be really cool. It'd be really nice for me to do some shadow works and everything. So I'm going to check in with you guys probably. I don't know if I'll do it every day because I do want to have some time to myself. But definitely periodically. I got this from my dollar store, bro. Says Jay. But definitely periodically I will check in with myself. But yeah, this is just a little like forward before my travels. I'm not anxious right now. Like if anything, I don't even think it hit me. For the most part, I'm pretty much like a go with the flow type of person. Like I'm always down to do stuff and I'll just do it. Like I'll just do it. But this is so different. Like I've never done anything like this. I mean, I've traveled. I literally traveled for the first time on a plane earlier this year in the spring. Last year in the summer, since it's 2022. But so today, just gonna finish packing. Really wanted to come share this and check in with you guys later. So today is Monday and I had to wake up 4 a.m. in order to meet my instructor and the rest of the students. So we actually had to drive about 3 hours down to Charlotte. Usually the drive would have been shorter, but because of the rain and snow, it was a bit longer. Everything worked out pretty smoothly with our first flight after the initial delay. We did end up making our second flight to New York in time, and then we were on our way from New York to Dakar after we had arrived to New York from Charlotte. this was actually my first time on No Longer Flight, so it's my first time like using the airplane bathroom, and I was actually really surprised to see how well kept it was, and it had running water and everything, so I just thought that was really cool. So on Tuesday, we finally arrived to Senegal. Everything went smoothly at the airport with getting our passport checks and then our COVID cards checked. And then afterwards, we took a drive down to this building that we had to meet with some of our partners with. And then we headed on to the city of Dakar. Okay, and then this is after I set up. Yes, I know I have a big old frozen blanket. That's my blanket, don't say nothing. And this is probably what I'm gonna wear today. Just cause like, I really like it. It's like a muumuu. Well, that's what we call it in my family. Cause my aunt will wear them, but yeah, this is like how it is. I'm gonna take a shower now and I might eat. I think I wanna wear a bun today, so I think I'll probably do it. It'll look nice. Yeah. So after dinner, we decided to do a walk of the town. We just decided to visit a grocery store and see what it's like in Senegal.
like 40?
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's been telling me to try it. I think that it's gonna be good. This dress is Calvin Klein, but I got it from Ross, so it's pretty cheap. So we were actually lucky enough to be able to meet the president of this university, and then later that afternoon we had lunch with some students and then the professor that did a presentation for us. Bonjour, bonjour. So today was completely off track, right? I got some tea, guys. I got some tea. Tea makes it sound good. Well, tea is, I don't think tea be good most of the time. But anyways, I found out, well, our teacher found out he has COVID. He brought it from home because everybody else got tested and we're all negative, so that's the good news. But so he was like our chaperone for the other 2 cities. He has to stay here for 5 days, which goes into the plans for the other days. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Today, all of our meetings were held virtually instead of in person, which I am kind of very disappointed about. I was really excited to meet more people. And today's theme was more so like entrepreneurship. And you know, like as an entrepreneur, I was very excited. But I mean, I did still get to participate in the calls. It was just online instead of in person. Being 100% transparent, I was not as engaged as I could have been or as I would have been. The first call was at 9, second was at 11, so I was in there for like 2 hours. And I didn't mean to, but I fell asleep for the second call, which was very rude of me because we were talking to the Peace Corps. So I feel really bad, but I woke up really early because I was excited for my day. Even hung up a new fit because we were going to go to the mall today too. But I mean, you know, things happen. The good thing is everybody else is okay. I feel really bad for my teacher. And we know he brought it from home because his family is sick, and that's why he even thought to get tested. Because on people who have the vaccine, they don't have to get tested. So, like, while I think most people did get tested, they didn't have to. All they had to do was show their card, which I don't really like because obviously that vaccine doesn't really work. That's where we're at right now. I'm gonna have lunch. I ordered from the hotel. I'm gonna just eat in my room. I feel like being alone. Until later, we're gonna go have dinner. And then we do have a call at 3 with, it's more themed at entrepreneurship. It's about 2 now. So I'm just waiting for my food to come and then I will enjoy my lunch. So this is the outfit that I decided to wear on Friday. It's just a crop top and then some sweatpants and then the cover up I brought the night before. Sorry I didn't check in, I don't think yesterday or the day before, but today is the day we're going to museums and we're doing some other stuff. But the past couple days have been okay. I got my cycle last night, so it explains why I was feeling how I was feeling sometimes. Cause you know, like sometimes you just be getting like emotional. But I was like a bit emotional. I was a bit homesick yesterday. But my boyfriend helped me through that a lot. But here, so I look like, wait. After we visited the museum, we rode the ferry boat down to Gorée Island. The ferry was about a 30-minute ride and it was really nice. One of our last stops on the island was this house of slaves, and basically this is an exact replica of a slave house that was built on this island. They chose this island because it is much more convenient in order to get people to the Americas It was really emotional for me to see where they basically train people to be slaves.